country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. He takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you can tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
And the Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Oregon. This offense really clicking. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Point after, not quite through. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16th. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Dogs will send their punt team onto the field. With the return, it's Rios. To be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Return team. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff again. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Pressure is coming. He shreds the tackle. Sacked on heavy pressure there.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback dropping back, airing this one out toward the sideline. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on. The quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's a kickoff kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. The Ducks looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Touchdown, Oregon. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
And now the handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Good enough for first down yardage. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Check out the stats so far. So, 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Sanders. Quick throw to the left. He pulls it in for a big gain. Finally brought down, but the gain moves it to the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Touchdown, Dogs. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Personal PAT is good. They slam into the kicker. Penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket, using his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down at 10.
29.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
691, Gators score.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game. And it
Touchdown, Ducks. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense.
Yankee blue.
Looking to throw. It's Sanders. Running out of time. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. Shortest pooch punt ever. Punt team out there in the red zone. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Catch made on the right side.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain, finally brought down near the 37. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the...
Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the important point after it's out. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger, the challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.